In this video, we're looking at the most streamed songs on Spotify, starting from the 60s until today. Basically, these are the songs that stood the test of time. Let's get started. Oh yeah, there she is. So I know this music video was reshot. Well, there wasn't never a music video.
The Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
And then in 2023, for the anniversary, I think it was like the 60th anniversary or something like that, they ended up shooting this. So she was 13 when she originally made this, and she's in her 70s now. So she's lip syncing to herself many years later. It's a good song. It's a cute music video too. There's something iconic about her shooting this music video so many years later, but the audio is the same. She is very short, by the way. She's kind of like the Sabrina Carpenter of her era. Little Miss Dynamite, they used to call her. So the song has about 1.3 billion streams, but it only really hit that pretty recently, which is crazy. Anyway, I think we can all see why this song is huge. It's such a good, cozy Christmas song. Okay, so that was before the 60s. Now let's enter the 60s. Okay, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I said that weird. Such a good song. This is in so many movies.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue.
I think this is another one of these. So if you know, Born in the USA is one of those songs that sounds like it's super patriotic, but it's not. I think this is similar, that this is actually against privilege and the people that didn't have to go to war and stuff during the Vietnam War.
It ain't me. I ain't no senator song.
Yeah. It is wild if people are using this in like a super patriotic way when it's really pointing out like a wealth disparity problem with having to go to war, right? That's fascinating. John Fogerty wrote it in 1969 because he was angry that powerful politicians' sons got to stay home while others were forced to go. So yeah, Fortunate Son from the 60s has about 1.7 billion streams. Crazy for a song that's from so long ago. Like people are still freaking listening to this song a lot. Let's move on to the 70s. And then we're gonna go a little bit more granular. Amazing. I don't know if I've seen this music video that often. Iconic, just the way all the vocals in the stereo space.
Look up to the skies and see.
I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy.
Because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low.
I mean, we all know this song by now, right? It is interesting that a lot of people think of Queen in the 70s and everything as one of the decades of talent, right? And while everyone in Queen is obviously super talented, I think they were actually very early on with being one of the most produced bands ever. Like there's so much overdubbing. They spent so much time in the studio, way more than anyone does nowadays. And I think that's really where a lot of the art comes from. Like this is made to be listened to in this like recorded way. This is not some documentarian way of like, this is exactly what we sound like. This is like, we want to make the coolest piece of art we can with this technology and everything that we have. It's just amazing. I love it.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go?
Bismillah. No, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah.
Insane.
We will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah. We will not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go.
Oh, that's so good.
Let you go. Let me go.
It's tickling my brain.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me, for me, for me.
That freaking note. How high is that? C sharp, but I think it's like an octave above what I can do. Yeah. And yeah, a song from the 70s has 2.8 billion streams on Spotify. And Spotify was founded in 2006. The operatic part of the song took 3 weeks to record because Queen kept layering their voices over and over, up to 180 times. That's so many vocal layers. I always find that when I record a lot of vocals, like you can't really hear the difference between 300 voices and 600 voices, or often even like 20 voices and 40. So that's fascinating. It sounds so good though. They sang Galileo and all those harmonies so much that the tape they used almost turned see-through.
Galileo, Galileo. Galileo, Galileo Figaro, Magnifico!
Imagine the timeline where that tape just broke and they lose everything. I guess they would still have the pieces on other tape. Someone let me know in the comments who has worked with tape. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we're moving into the 80s with The Police and their song Every Breath You Take. 2.8 billion streams. Let's have a listen. I love how you can hear that it's not quantized like it would be nowadays. It's like a little bit out of timing, the bass and the guitars and the drums. Such an iconic vocal. He's doing a little bit of that kind of like almost fake hoarseness, but when he goes high, so good. Yes! I love that. The growl. You don't hear men do that often. You know who I think of the most when I hear growl? I think of Christina Aguilera. She'll be like, oh yeah, I'm a cruel addict with every step you take. Such a good song. It's so singable. I just love it. But like the groove is like a little As much as I love that I can hear that it's all recorded live and stuff, they could probably have recorded this better. I feel like it's like a little. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me. I'm just saying what I'm hearing. But listen to that. It's like the lock-in between the kick and the bass and stuff like that, and even the guitars. It's all right. They did the best with what they had at the time, and I'm not gonna come here and say that I'm like super tight. Sting has always said, every breath you take isn't romantic. It's about obsession and control, not love. He wrote it in a dark mood after his divorce. Ooh. Channeling feelings of jealousy and surveillance. How do you say that?
Surveillance.
When one couple told him it was their song, he dryly replied, well, good luck. You don't have control over what's gonna happen with your song after you release it. It's crazy. Okay, so now we're entering the 90s and the Goo Goo Dolls' Iris. 2.4 billion streams. It's one of my favorite songs. It's also, you know, I grew up in the 90s, so yeah. Wait. It just said From the Motion. Okay, it was a movie called City of Angels featuring Meg Ryan and Nicolas Cage. What a weird pairing. I love those guys. Oh yeah, there she was, Meg Ryan. I'm really seeing her in You've Got Mail. One of the best vocals ever. I have a pretty similar singing style to this as well, this kind of like 80s, 90s voice. And something they do really well here is taking a voice that I imagine it's not very like bottom heavy. It doesn't have a lot of chest in it really when he sings up there, but they add it in the production is what it sounds like. If you listen to like when he sings the high note, just all this bottom end come in. So I think someone's like there with like an EQ like leading in. It just sounds so full and nice. It just makes it so easy to listen to. But in general, you don't really get that sort of fullness when you record that type of vocal. Oh, there's Nicolas Cage too. I've seen this music video so many times. Why have I not picked up on that it's Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan? That's wild. The Goo Goo Dolls were originally called the Maggots until a club owner in 1986 said there was no way he was putting that name on the marquee. Scrambling for a replacement, they spotted Goo Goo Dolls in a magazine ad and went with it on the spot. Oh, so it's straight up a real doll. I want to see what it looked like. No! No, what is this? They look like some like AI slop. What is that a hand? Okay, so now we're entering the 2000s. We're gonna do 5 years at a time now. So first off, 2000 to 2004, we have Coldplay's Yellow with about 3 billion streams. Let's have a look.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do
Okay, so like Coldplay in the 2000s were so sleepy. I always really enjoyed like Coldplay as a band, but I couldn't really listen to it because I would get really sleepy because the tempos are really slow and the melody's like na 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 na. You know, it's like kind of swayy. I just fall asleep.
I wrote a song for you.
It's such a unique voice. I always had this voice.
And all the things you do.
It's beautiful. Like it is beautiful. It's just I'm actually kind of pissed that
Called yellow.
I'm so bad at listening to this type of music. I feel like this is more powerful than his more modern stuff.
Your skin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know I love you so. You know I love you so.
Yellow got its name in the most random way. Chris Martin was stuck on a lyric in the studio, looked down, and saw the Yellow Pages phone book. No, is this real? The word fit the melody, so he used it. He said there's no deeper meaning. Yellow just felt right. Proof that even phone books can spark creativity. It's like me writing a song now and being like, writing about the Switch 2. I guess that's what that one TikTok girl did, which like, is me or the PS5. If you think about it, these songs didn't just top the charts. They crossed borders. And speaking of going global, if you're traveling anytime soon, don't get stuck overpaying for data, okay? Don't do it. That's where today's sponsor, Saley, comes in. Don't buy local SIM cards when traveling. Saley offers affordable internet plans for over 50 different countries across the world with an eSIM, meaning you can set up it all digitally. Simply download the app on your Apple or Android device and select one of the plans for the country you'll be traveling to. Then set up the eSIM and activate the plan just before your plane departs. And when you land, you will have a working internet connection. I wish I would have known this so long ago. I've traveled so much. I used to pay $10 per day for roaming. This entire thing just takes 3 minutes to set up.
If you're as fast as me.
No more overpaying for local SIM cards or being scammed with fake SIM cards. This is how you do it. So go ahead and get yourself some cheap traveling data by signing up to Saley using the link in the description. They also offer 24/7 support in case you have any troubles. And if their eSIM technology doesn't work on your phone, you get a full refund. So great. Oh, to sign up, go to Saley.com/Rumi or use the promo code Rumi. Thank you, Saley, for sponsoring the video. Now let's get back to some more songs. So now we're moving on to 2005 to 2009. And who do we see? If not the same people again. It's Coldplay with Viva La Vida, 2.8 billion streams. And this is one of my faves. I actually sang this in my recent video where we played music on a bunch of guitars tuned to different chords. I mean, just that freaking riff. So good. So it's like groovy. Actually kind of a cool filter still. Crazy they did it so long ago and like the papyrus effect kind of works. It's aged well actually. The strings. It's actually kind of a weird mix. The strings are really loud, but it's just what makes the song feel so good. I think it's a big part of why it's such a huge success. They took something that sounded amazing and emotional, and they're just like, no, we're gonna have it super loud. Deal with it. So good. What is he doing though with this angle? What's going on here? Maybe it's just him dancing. I mean, it's kind of like a Mick Jagger style thing, I guess. Come on. Amazing song. I think that's one of the most timeless songs we've seen, like, almost ever. I think that one's gonna last way after we're dead. So this song was so catchy, it sparked a plagiarism battle. Guitar legend Joe Satriani claimed Coldplay had lifted the melody from his instrumental, If I Could Fly. And we actually talked about that in one of our videos called Songs That Sound Exactly the Same. It's this video, if the editor can find it. Good luck, man. We did a lot of those. The case never went to trial. It was settled quietly out of court. Satriani got some Viva La Moolah. And Coldplay kept calmly ruling the world. Too many puns in there. Makes me feel bad. And I wrote it, I think. It was a while. It was a few days ago. Okay, so now we're entering the 2010s. We're gonna do 1 year at a time. So first off, we have Bruno Mars with Just the Way You Are, 2.8 billion streams. Bruno has changed so much. What? I've never seen the intro to this video. This is so weird. She should freak out on him. Oh, that's kind of cool. it looks kind of sus now, almost like CGI. Wow, he like took what she was listening to, he took it out, broke it, and she's like... Anyway, this is interesting for Bruno, just musically as well, I think, because obviously he's moved on to all this retro stuff, but this is very contemporary for the time, for 2010. It had a lot of very modern pop vibes in the beginning. I mean, it's just a happy pill of a song, right?
But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say,
such an iconic shot with the light coming in behind him. I don't trust this. This is totally CGI. Come on, guys, you can't fool me.
the whole world stops and stares for a
I love how weird that smile was.
Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.
Bruno Mars got his name Bruno from a pro wrestler. As a chubby toddler, he resembled wrestler Bruno Sammartino, his dad's favorite. So the nickname stuck. What? This guy? What are we talking about? Oh, they met. That's fun. They look nothing alike. I love it though. Okay, so we've entered 2011 and we got Macklemore's We Can't Hold Us with 2.9 billion streams. That's so many. I'm surprised that people are still listening to this, to be honest. That's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is a good sound. Okay, I can see why people listen to it now. Ooh, that's good production. The bass in that is nice. Oh yeah, this is an iconic piano riff too. Wow, I remember this song all along. This is sick.
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't.
Okay.
Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up.
That was very like
A little
ludicrous.
bit of humble, a little bit of cautious, somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't.
This is a long freaking rap verse. I've been sitting here for a while now.
Spread it across the country.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's sick.
Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back?
I don't know how much I vibe with the actual music. Macklemore's stage name started as Professor Macklemore, an imaginary superhero character he invented for high school art project. I mean, he still gives Professor Macklemore vibes to me. But I was gonna say that someone calls Roomy online, so take from that what you will. So we're entering 2012 and we have The Neighborhood's Sweater Weather. 3.8 billion streams. These are a lot of streams. Holy moly. It's a cool song. This is just kind of a vibe to me. It's like cool in the way where it's like almost hard to get a grip on purpose. It's like black and white, and the music is kind of like the equivalent of black and white as well, you know what I mean? Okay, so Sweater Weather has become an unofficial bisexual anthem on the internet. Fans on TikTok and Tumblr use it as a code for being bi, even though this song isn't explicitly about sexuality. The band was amused and bemused to find their cozy hit memed as the bi anthem, proving you can't control how the internet vibes with your song. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly the same as the Creedence Clearwater Revival song we looked at earlier. That's super cool. I'm sure any band would be happy about that. Okay, so now we're moving into 2013 and we have Vance Joy's Riptide with 3.1 billion streams. As you can see, the streams are going up and down here because it's by year, right? So some years have a bigger long-term hit than other years, and it can really vary from year to year. So anyway.
I was scared of dentists in the dark.
Wow, okay.
I was scared of pretty girls.
Wow, okay.
And starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream.
Interesting music video. Is Vance Joy not in it? It's kind of like a more timeless Mumford & Sons vibe.
I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
It still got that ho-hey vibe to it for sure. The reason it's so big is that it was in a lot of commercials and stuff, which makes total sense.
Oh,
go.
The title Riptide was almost an accident. Vance Joy was strumming and needed a placeholder word, glanced at a Riptide motel sign, and voila, he kept it because it just felt right. How common is this among these songs? You'd think that the biggest songs would be something like when someone put a lot of thought and effort into titling it. By the way, welcome back to another video. I'm Joe from Rumi Official. These are our patrons right here. We love them. This guy, this girl, all of them. We meet up once every quarter. We don't, but that would have been cool. Maybe I'll stream. I'm gonna start streaming, so that might be part of it. That's about it. I ran out of stuff to say. Let's continue. So now we are at 2014. We have Ed Sheeran with Photograph. 2.9 billion streams. Such a good song. I love this one. Let's have a listen. Just that. That's like the, you know, the first note in the scale and then the seventh, and just that's so typical, nice pop.
Loving can hurt.
Very emotional. It's kind of CCM. So I grew up in church a lot. I don't really go to church anymore, but yeah, I grew up kind of like listening to a lot of like Hillsong and all this stuff, different Christian music, and it just has something. It's all very like U2 inspired, I would say, at least nowadays, but it's great. I love it. It's beautiful.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these
Getting emotional here.
for ourselves, where our eyes are never closed.
It's so weird to see someone who's like an adult now
Time's forever frozen.
in so much archival like kid footage.
So you can keep me
Amazing chorus.
inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone.
It seems really hard to sing like this, like that emotionally in the
Come home.
falsetto like that. I don't think I could do it very well. I actually do it in one of my videos, one of my impressions videos. I sing exactly that.
Inside the pocket of your ripped jeans.
But that was not necessarily because I'm super confident in my falsetto singing. It's more like I was trying for days and days to sing like Ed Sheeran in his normal voice, and I just couldn't nail it. He has a very specific kind of like tender tone to it. So instead, I just ended up singing falsetto because, spoiler alert, most people sound exactly the same in falsetto. Ed ended up settling a $20 million lawsuit over this song. Two songwriters claimed Photograph copied 39 notes, note for note, from their earlier tune. Ed didn't admit wrongdoing, but after that pricey oops, he now double checks that his new melodies aren't accidentally someone else's hits. Also, I hear he films all of his songwriting sessions now, apparently, so that if someone says, oh, you were just copying my song, he can just be like, no, this is the process we used to get there. Which, you know, if I were a lawyer, I'd be like, well, then you can just act out that you come up with something. So what does it really prove? But whatever. Next up for 2015, we have Lord Huron, The Night We Met. 3.1-ish, with like 3.06 billion streams. And if I'm not wrong, I believe that this is the song from 13 Reasons Why, the Netflix series that was very hotly debated and a big cultural moment. It was such a weird show.
I am not the only traveler.
I don't know, it's just like, it was this weird power fantasy of like, you know, having power from beyond the grave. It was such a weird premise. It made me really uncomfortable just thinking about how people reacted to that, how people fantasized about what they would do if they did something similar. It was really scary.
I've been searching for a trail to follow again.
Good vocals.
Take me back to the night we met.
It's also very black and white coded, just in the amount of echo on the voice. Whenever people put that much echo or reverb or whatever on their voices, I find it really hard to hear the specific timbre of their voice. You start sounding like an amalgamation of many people. It's very hard to like pick him out of a crowd when you've only heard recordings of him like this.
I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met.
Just kind of like classic songwriting. It doesn't stand out to me too much. I'm actually surprised that's that popular. This dreamy indie ballad became a surprise hit thanks to Netflix. A slow dance scene in 13 Reasons Why. Okay, so it's only in the slow dance scene. Featured The Night We Met, and suddenly a 2015 song shot up the charts worldwide in 2017. 2016, we have The Weeknd's Starboy, 3.9 billion streams. Now that's a lot. Oh yeah, this beat is so sick. This is like
I'm trying to put you in the worst mood.
one of the songs that really made me like trap beats. It's not technically a trap beat 100%, but it's got that 808 kick type thing. Oh, the boys. R.I.P. Daft Punk. Like, not as if they died. So good. I love the ha ha ha. So sick. I love those claps. This is an interesting era. This feels like it must have been similar to Rockstar by Post Malone. They're both atmospheric in the same way. Oh, so Rockstar released 2017. So Rockstar might have been inspired by this. In the American Dad cartoon, The Weeknd co-wrote and guest starred as himself and even sang a whole comedic song about being a virgin, satirically reversing his sultry image. He later joked, "I always wanted to play a character opposite of the public's perception of me." Cool. Okay, we're in 2017, and we got Ed Sheeran's Shape of You, 4.4 billion freaking streams. This was so big. This was in every club for so long. I can barely listen to this anymore. I'm sorry if anyone else is triggered the same way I am.
The club isn't the best
It's just
place to find
everywhere.
a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.
Actually, I'm enjoying this more than I used to. I got a little bit of a break from this song, and that's pretty good.
Smell like you every day, discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body.
Oh yeah, I made a cover of this as well. This is pretty much an overview for me of every song I've covered. I guess I've always covered the biggest song, so I made a solo cover of this that I was really happy about. Play a clip, editor.
I'm in love with the shape of you.
Okay, so Ed Sheeran originally wrote Shape of You with Rihanna in mind, but kept it for himself, and it's a good thing because it became his biggest hit. Okay, so 2018, we have Lewis Capaldi, Someone You Loved, 3.9 billion streams. I think after a certain point, if a song gets that popular, it should start counting downwards. So the most popular songs should have 0 streams. That would make me feel less insecure about the amount of streams on my music. Check it out. Anyway,
I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody.
this is really like the male version of Adele's Someone Like You.
I guess I kinda like the way
I love his
you
grit.
know the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled
This looks like it was awkward to shoot.
I was getting kinda used to being someone you love.
Beautiful. I love his voice. The emotional Someone You Loved video stars Doctor Who himself. Actor Peter Capaldi, who is Lewis's distant cousin, plays a widower in the music video. So if you don't know which Doctor Who it is, here he is. Wait, the two Capaldis hadn't met until that shoot? Now I just want to see the part in the music video where Peter Capaldi is. Where are you? Is there 2 different music videos? Okay, I was taken down. So here's an old clip from 2019. I guess before it went viral, they had this with Peter Capaldi.
For now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and
I'm sad they
then
took
you
this
pulled
down.
the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, but now
That's
the
super
day
emotional.
bleeds.
I can see, like, for branding purposes, why you would want your own music video with your face in it for your biggest hit, but it's sad because this looks super, man, that's the type of stuff that would really wreck me. Next up, we have 2019, The Weeknd, Blinding Lights, 4.9-ish billion streams. That's too many. You guys know that I don't like when they overdub sound effects on top of the music, right? Well, if you've been here before, you know that. Annoying.
I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe.
It's actually interesting how retro this sounds. So many people are doing 80s music nowadays, and it kind of sounds way more hi-fi, like way more bass and way more high-end. But this is pretty mid-centric. we've arrived at 2020. We have Glass Animals' Heat Waves, 3.4 billion plays. I cannot stand this song, but we'll listen to it anyway. It's just the same beat over and over. It makes me crazy.
Sometimes all I think about
Oh yeah, it's the same melody over and over too.
nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Usually I put something on TV, so we never think about you and me. But today I see our reflections clearly.
I don't understand the appeal of this. Whatever.
You just need a better
Clearly, 3.4 billion other people do.
never give.
I guess there's not a person per stream, but still. Heat Waves inadvertently became the soundtrack to a viral Minecraft fanfic. What? Online fans wrote a slightly spicy story named after the song about two YouTube gamers in love. That fanfiction went viral in the Minecraft community and dragged the song up the charts by exposing a whole new audience to it. Next up, from 2021, we have The Kid Laroi featuring Justin Bieber, Stay. 3.5 billion streams.
I do the same thing. I told you that I never would.
That's such a good vocal.
Even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. Need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted still. I realize the time that I wasted. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right.
That's cool. That's cool cinematography stuff.
You can't be right, yeah. I do the same thing. I told you that I never would. I told you I changed.
I like this so much. It's a beautiful song. Again, we talked about this earlier in the video. Da, da, da. That's a 171. I like this era. It's kind of like the Post Malone era, and like a bunch of kind of edgy, gritty vocals in a pop environment. His stage name honors his heritage. Laroi comes from Kamilaroi. That was definitely right. The indigenous Australian nation of his family. Maybe I should figure out a way to represent Sweden. Maybe I should start calling myself Kid Ikea. So now we are at 2022, and the most streamed song is As It Was by Harry Styles. 3.9 billion plays.
Holding me back, gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that? Nothing to say, and everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced.
Those outfits are dreadful. I mean, I'm not really a fashion guy, but come on. What are we doing here?
In this world,
It's iconic though. I mean, maybe that's the point of it. Stands out.
you know it's not the
I do like when they start playing it.
same as it was.
Okay, so at the 2022 show, a fan threw a chicken nugget on stage. Harry paused the concert to quip, "I don't eat chicken, sorry. I don't eat meat." That's my British accent. And politely tossed it back into the crowd. The crowd chanting, "Eat it," got a nugget rejection instead. Okay, we're entering 2023. I was thinking that was last year, but that's actually 2 years ago. Miley Cyrus's Flowers, 2.5 billion streams. Let's have a listen.
I didn't wanna leave you.
That's such a cool voice.
Started to cry, but then remembered I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand.
Great song, pretty timeless. Reminds me of
See things you don't understand.
I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
I can take myself dancing.
She's a good dancer. It's fun. After like that Coldplay dancing, and whenever I see myself dancing in a video, like in this one, I'm always happy when someone can actually move in a music video. It feels good.
Yeah, I can love me better than you can.
Okay. Great song. I love that. Just the bass and everything, man. Miley dropped flowers on her ex-husband Liam Hemsworth's birthday as the ultimate petty gift. Nothing says "I'm over you" like a global hit debuting on your birthday. Ow, that hurts. That's kind of like a Sabrina Carpenter move. The song's chorus cleverly flips Bruno Mars's famous line, "I should have bought you flowers," into "I can buy myself flowers," which fans believe was a sassy nod to Liam, who once dedicated Bruno's song to her. Basically, Miley said, "Thanks, I'll get my own bouquet," and it became became a post-breakup bop. Sad. I don't know. It's not that funny to me. Okay, so we actually have 2 songs left now. We have the song from 2024, the most streamed song from 2024, and the most streamed song overall. Let's start with the 2024 one. Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather. Oh yeah, I remember that, because another song was very close to staying number 1. I think it was Espresso, but then Espresso was overtaken by this song.
I want you to stay
Crazy.
till I'm in the grave,
They always have a really good sonic footprint.
till I rot away.
Stands out.
Dead and buried, till I'm in the casket you carry. If you go, I'm going too.
Wow, he looked nervous. That's funny.
Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know.
Yeah, nah, this can't be the real music video.
I wasn't better.
I've seen another one.
Can't change the weather. Might
Is this at an arena? Like, I guess that's an audience all around.
never is even better.
That's fun though, seeing another music video for this. Okay, so before we head to the final song, this is another video you can watch if you want. And the final song, the most streamed song of all time, if you didn't know, is The Weeknd, Blinding Lights, once again. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a throwback. Take care.